And stats prove that women cheat more than men.
How?
I mean,
That's what the stats prove. What you mean?
It does show that. And women always say, we just better at, what they say, they better at cheating than men.
If they was better at, like, men cheat more. I don't care.
You going against the stats for your feelings?
I feel like my thing is like, I guess women I feel like have more sexual discipline. That's what I call it. Or
what? We just said they cheat more. How y'all got more sexual discipline?
Because men don't
things that we want, right?
No, women
can just fuck anything.
What if the stats
the bitch could be ugly as
that means they did a survey and the bitches was like, yes, I was cheating. Yes, I was cheating. And the men was like, no, I don't cheat on my bitch. Like, that was
You really think that's how it went?
All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap-Up Crew. No booger, but I go by the name of Eli. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, The Real Y Eli. As always, got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. If you're listening to another podcast, listen to us instead. The bars is like a Don Julio dance. It go over your head, you heard?
All right, last but not least, you got Jew, I guess.
I thought we said we was going to let Ace finish it off, man. Like,
we want to switch the order?
Yeah, we got to, because he actually, he give it. I give credit where
start,
credit.
My fault.
Yeah.
Start the next show. We going.
What it do? It's your boy Jew. Y'all niggas want bars every week. I dibble, I dabble. I'm going to put some words together like a nigga playing Scrabble. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all right there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Cameron bars, but
yo, man, put some respect on. He'll dish you like he did Leangelo. Nigga, fuck you talking about?
Smoke over there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want those.
Anyway, man, we got some special guests. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
My name is Rachel. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Dakota Joyce Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm the big Dior, the biggest. You can follow me on Instagram at He Screams Dior, because he screams Dior, period.
Oh, you making him scream,
Okay.
Dior?
Or is he a scammer?
Do you have any references like that we could call and see if they really be screaming at, or?
Yes.
Join the membership, like, anyway, man, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. That's important. Listen to the podcast audio every Tuesday morning. Cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co. We got some new merch on the way. I'm not gonna hold you. We got some new designs. You know what I mean? We've been working. Yeah. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. Let me get to this first topic, right? It said, what are some toxic behaviors or trends that we have normalized in society?
Well, what I cannot stand right now is that everybody's business is on Front Street. Like, nobody has no mystery. Like, everybody want to go on TikTok and tell their whole life, and it's, like, really annoying to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happened to shame? Like, we need to bring shame back. Can we bring shame back? I want to bring shame back, because everybody has no shame. They just do anything on Instagram, Facebook. They post their whole life. On TikTok, they show their whole life. It's too much for me.
They gonna come out with a TikTok dance to shaming. Like, they gonna embrace it. Like,
while spilling AT at the same time.
Shame on me.
Like,
that's a good one, though.
That is a good one.
I do feel like cheating is like normalized.
Okay.
Like,
and that's
people just making it seem like it's okay. Or like having threesomes to make it seem like cheating is okay, and like
having threesomes to make it seem like cheating is okay.
But is that consensual?
Whoa. I feel like a lot of, I don't want to say it. Can I?
Why are you talking about? Why are you talking about Iman and Tiana like that, man? Don't do that. Like,
they're not together no more.
I feel like niggas like try to convince their girl when they know, because women, like, they think with their emotions. So it's like, woman's gonna do anything for their man to make them happy. So I feel like
lies.
That's a lie.
That's not.
Y'all having threesomes with women because y'all want to eat each other's coochies, not because a nigga
like that. But a lot of girls been put in situations where they have to be not forced, but they want to make their man happy. And the niggas like, come on, babe, like, we could do this. I'm gonna love you more.
But you know why though? Like, because y'all don't never give good gifts. So the best gift y'all give is another.
That shouldn't even be a gift.
Like,
yeah. I mean, for me,
is that really cheating in that?
That's not cheating. That's not cheating. because you agreed to it and you participated in it.
But I'm saying it's like cheating is normalized because it's like, okay, for example, if I agree with that statement. Though, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna fuck the bitch in front of her, so it's not seeming like I'm cheating, but I really want to fuck another bitch.
You know what I hate though? When a nigga be like, but you pick the bitch. Why the fuck would I? So you want me to pick the bitch, and then when I turn around, no, you pick her. And then it'd be like, And then if a nigga picked the bitch, you've been trying to fuck her.
You've been trying to fuck her.
So what's the point? That's why he said you pick her.
Word. What the fuck?
If he pick her, number one, you're gonna think like that. Number two, you also gonna think, damn, that's really his type. That's who he really attracted to. Like the jealousy factor. So he like, you know what, y'all pick them.
After that, you gonna think that he's still talking to her because
I have a whole story behind that too. Like,
I look,
we got ears. I
don't even want to talk about it. Like, I really don't. But you know what? Listen, ladies, if you have a friend that fucked your nigga, you fucked him together, and then she went back and fucked your nigga.
By herself,
fuck her up.
Damn,
period.
Like, I mean, shit. I guess that's a girl.
But the thing is, I like threesomes. I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I enjoy them.
Told you.
I do,
and it's cool. And it's
because I want them. I'm the one who be asking my man, like, do you want to?
But there are some straight girls that are with their man, and they're gonna do it because they want to make their man happy. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with that shorty, don't be with her.
Don't do it.
And woman, don't convince yourself to do something if you don't like bitches. If you never ate pussy by yourself, don't eat pussy.
And you better not try to come here and eat my pussy if you don't know how to eat pussy, girl. You better go practice.
You ever had a girl that didn't know how to eat pussy?
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
Don't even do that, bro, because the rebuttal to that is going to sound crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on our end, like, I know what you're going to lead to.
Nah, I'm not.
All right, please don't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I was saying because I ain't gonna get it.
You're gonna say because we got the home court advantage. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to hear it.
We can get into it. Like,
I'm just saying, all right, because we always talk about the home court advantage, right? Y'all know what women like or whatever, and y'all do have that curiosity. Most women do have that curiosity. So it's like you would think that they know what they're doing down there. I mean, and we've had women on the show say that women eat pussy better than men.
They do.
Right.
But there's some girls, I feel like you never learned, like, okay, you have to learn how to suck dick the same way you have to learn how to eat pussy. So you got to practice and keep practicing, keep practicing. So, like, let's say a girl never did it. It's not going to be that great. Like, if a girl never sucked dick, is it going to be great?
I mean,
some people
got natural born talent.
Some people got natural born talent.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, like
me,
I could tell.
Where's that the Don?
Like, where did this come from? Like,
must be the Don. Like,
it's like fill up my cup. Like,
Jill, what are some things that's normalized and negative things that's normalized in us?
I would say glorifying violent, disrespectful people. Like, we were just talking about like a situation prior to this. But you know, we tend to say, yo, free this person, knowing they don't need to be free half the time. You get what I'm saying? Them niggas need to be sit their ass down sometimes. So I mean, I think the fact that we glorify and celebrate these people that don't need to be walking around. I don't need to say no names. Y'all know who it is. Some people got the person living in their crib. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, is in relationships with that person. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta also put the red flag on that.
That's true, but a lot of people get locked up for things that they shouldn't get locked up for.
But the people who did it need to stay the fuck in there. Like, if somebody shot somebody in their face and they were like, oh my God, free my friend. No, keep him there.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Word.
but that's not what's said. You know what I'm saying?
Mental illness is real. Like, there's some people who are really fucked up in their head and they need to be restrained or in a place where they're not able to have access to people.
Jail.
100% jail.
Right.
Jail or mental institution.
Mental institution,
yes.
They got mental wards in jail.
Ace, what's your thoughts on this?
Toxic behaviors. I think women feel like it's okay to put their hands on men. I mean,
yeah, that's a good one.
I think like it's not looked at as a big deal because, you know, we the stronger species or whatever, or gender, whatever. I don't know that right now. But I think that it's just not taken seriously. Like, you hit, if you go complain to the guy like, oh, my girl hit me, you know what I mean? They probably gonna laugh at you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But on the other hand of things, it's like, you going to jail as soon as they call the police, you know what I mean? So I think
you coming in with the SWAT team.
So I think that's normalized, and I think everybody just need to keep their hands to themselves, man. Everybody on both sides. So.
Yeah, I seen Safari getting his, you know what I mean?
Where you got
you table ladders and chairs.
You got Erica Mena hopping his wall and being his ass, and I laughed at that. I ain't gonna.
I don't think you should have laughed. But
if that was the other way around, he would have probably
been in jail.
Yeah, he'd have been in jail.
Like she went on a ladder. Like where did you get the ladder from? One and two.
That Hardy.
Yeah, that shit.
I gotta see this video. I don't know what the fuck.
She climbed the ladder, bro.
On his fence, bro.
And it wasn't no little ladder, bro. Not the little step. It's
like some WWE type.
Yes,
shit, like.
Table ladders and chairs, bro.
We were just talking about this. That's crazy. We was talking about this on the train. Like we feel like, I feel like, you know, you should not put your hands on no man. And I feel like if you putting your hands on a man and he need to defend himself, I feel like he should be able to defend himself.
Yeah, defend yourself. I'm a big proponent of defending yourself, but you can't take it too far.
There's a difference between, you have to restrain.
Yeah.
Like restrain, like punching and slapping. Like at the end of the day, if you like, let's say I slap a man and then he like punches me dead in my face and I'm knocked out, like my slap didn't knock you out.
But you shouldn't have.
But I shouldn't have done it. Yeah. One, I understand, but some people cannot control themselves.
You can't control people's reaction to things.
Can't.
And that's why I say everybody need to keep their hands to themselves.
Exactly.
But I would say that if I was in that situation, I believe restraint is the way to go and not like react. But you got to be in tune with yourself to, you know what I mean, control your emotions to do that.
That's very true. And you have to also remember, you know, depending on who you are, but for myself, I would think like I got things to lose. Like I don't want to put myself in a compromising situation that's going to put me in jail.
Women get comfortable after a while. Like if you, hey, chill, baby, and stop, or don't do that no more. And she did it, she gonna do it again, and then she gonna see how far she can go. That's usually what happens. It starts with a little here, and she doing the shit harder. Now she doing the shit in public. You know what I'm saying? So
human behavior.
I'm
not getting punished for something that you gonna keep doing it until there's some type of ramification. Like, you know what I mean?
Might have to leave her, but you know, I don't want to be the one to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Because even look, the thing is, and I don't condone violence, but the thing is, as you as a man, if you restrain yourself, that's cool and that's understandable. But she's not gonna learn that, so now she's gonna go to the next. She might go to the next nigga and think that's tolerable too. So somebody gonna crack after a point. Like and like you said, just keep your hands to yourself. That way nobody got to come to that boiling point and slap the shit out of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wig over there, your fucking lashes over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think something that's like normalized is clout chasing. Like, for sure, I feel like that's been normalized now. Everybody doing shit for likes. Everybody doing shit for attention. And I feel like that's way too normalized. Like just doing reckless shit. Whatever the case is, like, you know.
That's a fact.
But the reason people do clout chasing is because now we can make money from social media.
Money worth your life?
And a lot of people want to do stuff.
A lot of people ain't making
out
money.
of the ordinary, so they can make money off of social media. People showcase their lifestyles who have benefited from social media, and it seems like a lavish life. And a lot of people would love a lavish life. So they're like willing to do whatever it takes so they can get that type of lifestyle that they're seeing.
Yeah, but that even goes back to how you were saying how people overshare. That's a part of clout chase. You feel like if you overshare, you're going to get that attention. The blogs are going to repost, or whoever the fuck going to repost the shit. You know what I mean? That's a part of the clout chasing, like, you know?
People do stupid shit. Like, they be pranking random people in the street. Like, you don't know if that could be somebody's 13th reason why, and they do something bad to you. So, like, people need to just stop fucking with random people.
I like that bar right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like them white boys that be in the hood, like messing with the hood,
people,
pranking people, like, yo, you really,
doing the gang signs and shit. Oh,
really risking your life, bro.
Do you live to live?
Word.
Cause I like my life. I'm not gonna be going to like no random hood and be like fucking with people. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I curse? I'm sorry, I keep cursing.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm not about to sit here and just go to some random person. You don't know how their day was before you came into their face and was pranking them. Like, if somebody came to me and pranked me and I had a badass day, I'll make your day so bad. I'll be pranking you.
Now, that's very true. That's very true. And we see this all the time because we drive every day. And, you know, like especially when you at a red light and that shit just turned green and somebody beep their horn. Like I seen the other day, a motherfucker just like the shit just changed and nigga beat this horn. The nigga got out the car and pressed that nigga like, yo, what the like you don't know what the fuck motherfuckers be going through. So him coming out his car, he probably on her motherfuckers beeping his horn 100 times, and you that same person that he didn't even get to take the foot off the brake and you beat me your horn. He might go to the glove department and be like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't never know what somebody's going through. I think another thing that we normalize is hustle culture. And I say hustle culture because I think a lot of time that leads into burnout. Like you see a lot of people are burning out now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they have to hustle so much or do so many things, but now they can't even fully like operate because they so crashed out. They thinking that they got to work 24/7. They taking that shit literal. Like, you get what I'm saying? And now they burnt out. Now they feel like they can't do this no more. And that's taking a toll on them mentally. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that we do normalize, get into that bag or whatever by any means. Like, we're not taking care of our own mental health in that process. Like,
and that affects a person's personal life, their relationship, their family. I dated somebody who always felt the need that he needed to work. And I'm like, okay, but you want me in your life. You want a relationship, but then like you're not making any time for me. So how are you going to work? And I'm like, just because you're not focusing on writing music at this moment doesn't mean that you're not going to come up or you're not going to be successful. You just worked for 5 hours. Give yourself some time to rest and actually enjoy life because you don't know what tomorrow looks like.
Yeah. 5 hours? That nigga, he better do another shift.
I work. I go to school. I'm a mother. I go to school. I have a full-time job. 5 hours. What was he doing for 5 hours? Writing music?
Writing?
Music for 5 hours?
He better write.
I could say he ain't shit. You know.
Is he a good rapper?
You know.
Okay.
Damn.
You know, can I say that too? Normal. Everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be in music. Listen, we need mechanics. We need doctors. We need lawyers. Y'all all can't rap. Can we? You know?
A lot of y'all gotta go to trade school, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the money is really in trade school. And people so conditioned to go to college and put themselves in debt. No, go to the trade school. Like, I promise you. Like,
another thing that people normalize is, I see this in the black community a lot, is resorting to gun violence. You know what I mean? And when I grew up, it's like you had to know how to throw your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like that
don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that don't exist no more. It's like everybody want to resort to, like, yeah, I shoot niggas. You know what I mean? It's like
they glorify those niggas that do that too.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like, but what about your hands though? Like, you can't protect yourself without a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's something that we need to go back to. It's crazy because it's crazy talking about you need to go back to punching people in the face, right? But it's like, yo, like, you remember Friday? Live to fight another day, son. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we need to go back to them days. Like,
you know, I really wish there was more information on this because, you know, when we was growing up, fighting was, you know, you had to hear about the fight. It wasn't no World Star. World Star started coming after.
That's another reason why people.
That's another thing. People are afraid to get embarrassed. You know what I mean? So now it's like, yo,
great point.
Like, you know, I'm not about to get embarrassed. If I lose this fight, I'm not about to get embarrassed to get the blicky. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, you didn't see, and it wasn't as much guns, or maybe it was. We just didn't see them like that, or maybe it just wasn't as accessible to everybody. And motherfuckers go to Walmart and get a gun, like literally. But yeah, I think that probably does coincide with people not wanting to be embarrassed because they can't throw their hands on. They scared to get fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? This one, I think, this next one is a bit controversial. I think in our community specifically, I think we normalize abortions too much, man. And I say this because when you look at abortions, all abortions in America, 40% of them are from black women in our community. That means black women are responsible for the majority of the abortions that go on in America. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think I see another number from since 1973, we aborted about 20 million black babies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of motherfucking babies. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I think instead of normalizing that, I think we need to normalize proactive measures like having safe sex, you know what I mean? The contraceptive that's available.
But it feels so good without it.
Marry before you carry. That's
feel good.
What? I don't got that.
But you said unsafe sex. It feels so good without it, but
it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
and I have one part.
So I think before we get to, you know, aborting, I think we just need to practice, you know, simple things like marry before you carry, this contraceptive, like, you know what I mean, safe sex. And nobody even really talks about that.
Wait, was that a joke though?
But
what?
What you just said?
What feels so good without it?
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a joke, but there's some truth to it.
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm about to say because he got like a million kids.
The way I said it was jokingly.
Oh, okay. You got a roster over there.
Yeah. But I ain't fucking wild women. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
He do got one. He do got one.
Also true. Like,
it takes two to tango, though.
No, I'm not putting the ownership only on women. I'm just saying in general that safe sex.
I do remember you doing that though.
I mean, I said the majority of the ownership.
It don't even have to be
like, you know
about
what I'm saying?
marriage.
It's but you know, it's a history of it. Like, what happened between, like you said, the 1970s? What happened in the 80s? It was a big crack epidemic. So, like, a lot of single mothers came about, and a lot of women cannot take care of so many kids by themselves. They dumped drugs into our community, and then we as Black women had to step up because a lot of our men was either strung out or in jail. So we had to start getting abortions because we can't afford all these kids. Like, I want to get a better job. How am I going to get a better job if I have to take care of about 6, 7, 8 kids?
Yeah, but no, that's understandable. I'm not taking that. I'm just saying we need to get to a point before we get to abortions. We need to practice marry before you carry, safe sex, like on both sides. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying just the woman or whatever the case is, but before we get to this point where we have to terminate Black children because we need those babies in our community, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? If what they say, the Black population in America is only like 40 million. We terminated 20 million of that since, like, you get what I'm saying, the 70s. Like, so with our population decreasing, obviously we got other people coming into this country that's ultimately going to maybe push us out. Like, you get what I'm saying? So we need to just practice more things just to prevent those things.
But
for sure.
In schools, they need to teach more about that too.
For
and
sure.
then as like a lot of things also in like the Black community where we're so hush-hush. So we don't teach our children about safe sex. It's just like, don't have sex. Okay, but why shouldn't I have sex? Like, it feels good though. You had sex before, so like we need to start giving our children, like I have a daughter. And like I had my daughter young. I had my daughter at 20, which is not that young, but it was young for me. I'm a single mom. And if I got the certain conversations from my mother, I'm not saying that, I would have probably waited, but I love my daughter to death, but I wish I would have had her at a time, like probably now, because I'm more set in my life. Like I'm 26. I'm about to get my master's. Like I'm in a better place now. Like I'm a case manager for the city. I'm in a better place. But when I was 20 years old, I was a stripper. I was dancing. I was bartending. I wasn't ready to have that child. But now, like, if we have them conversations, like when my daughter gets older, I'm gonna have them conversations with her, and I'm gonna take her to the OBGYN when she gets her period to start her on birth control, because I cannot stop my child from doing what other people she's gonna see it. So like you think that your kids is not going to see it. You see internet today, kids are shaking their ass, and I wish they wouldn't, but kids are doing certain things on the internet way younger than they should. Like when we was younger, we would get our ass whooped.
For sure.
Like
we didn't have access to that type. I was just listening to a Missy Elliott song, right? And she had a lot of like innuendos in her song. You had to be like an adult to understand what the fuck she was saying. Like even as an adult, I still be like, damn, I just caught on to what the fuck she said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now kids are just hearing just the vulgarness blatantly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they're seeing it on TikTok. Like they're seeing it on TikTok. They're seeing it on YouTube. Even them like them little kids on that be playing on YouTube. My daughter be watching. I'd be like, turn that shit off. Like, what are they doing? I'm gonna put something educational on. Because they, like, I call it, like, children reality TV shows. That's what they're watching, like, on YouTube. And they're playing with games and, like, acting out and shit like that. And it's just, like, there's so much underlying shit that they're seeing that...
It's on Disney, too. It's everywhere.
What happened?
Disney?
Nick, what happened? You remember watching, what's that that documentary that just came out, Nick, Quiet on the Set? It was so much stuff. And Nick, when we was younger, we thought it was funny. It was mad sexual shit on there.
It's never, me growing up, I never really seen, you knew characters had parents, but you never really seen them be intimate. Now you starting to see so much intimacy from, you know what I mean?
It's weird.
We seen Fred Flintstone and Wilma, but we ain't never see them in the bed. You get what I'm saying? Like, all these other cartoons, they all fucking now.
Like, I Love Lucy, they didn't even sleep in the same bed. I Love Lucy, they had 2 beds. You could go watch that right now. They didn't even sleep in the same bed.
That's good. That is interesting. How you got 2? That's crazy. Like,
because that was normalized back then. Like sexual stuff back then was not normalized, but now we're normalizing it and we're sexualizing stuff that's why I said we're sharing too much stuff on the internet. Our children could see that. Even though they're like, oh, you need to watch what your children's watching. I cannot watch what my child's watching 24/7. I work.
Yeah.
Like, and then you don't know what other
kids are sneaky as fuck anyway.
And I have a 5-year-old, but listen. You don't know what other kids, she goes to school, you don't know what other kids are exposed to that they talk to each other.
That we was sneaking shit and we had to plug our fucking phone line into the internet. So they got that shit right on their phone. Right. Like they gonna find shit. Like it's too easy. Like there's no way you could to control everything your kids see, bro.
Yeah.
So the conversations are needed.
Yeah, now for sure. Let me get to this next topic. What differentiates a wife from a girlfriend as far as what they bring to a relationship?
I love my man.
What? I just want to get that out. Okay. I don't want to get that out there. Like
I just have to get that. I love my man. I'm gonna say that maybe last year when I was dating somebody else, and he wasn't doing that much for me, I was not playing the role I am playing now. Like the man I am with right now, he's very like he provides for me, and I can provide for myself. But he adds into it. So I cook him dinner.
You're married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay.
So I have a boyfriend, but like I will like he does so much for me. Like we do for each other. Like I want to say 50-50, but we do a lot for each other emotionally, mentally. I wouldn't really financially, yes, but at the end of the day, when you're dating someone, you're auditioning to be somebody's wife. You're auditioning to be somebody's husband. So don't do too much in the relationship where he gets comfortable and thinks he doesn't have to marry you, but you gotta put into your relationship.
So what differentiates a wife from a girlfriend? That's
the ring.
That's it? Just the ring?
No, the ring.
I don't see the point of marriage. I see a lot of people just getting divorced.
But marriage is big though.
They get married and then they get a divorce. And then people are doing things when they're a wife as a girlfriend. But I guess there's not really any difference anymore nowadays.
It's the legalities of it. Let's say my boyfriend goes in the hospital right now and he gets shot or something. Knock on wood, I hope that never happens. I cannot do anything about it because I'm not his wife. I'm not his next of kin. So like being married, it's big. There's a lot of legalities to it. Like,
so that's the difference, just the legalities.
It's a business.
It is a business. That's it.
It is a business.
That's
it's a contract. Though.
It's a contract.
But you said you never was your parents married?
My parents been married for 24 years.
And my parents were married.
My parents have houses,
years, but for a very long time.
But so wouldn't you say that's a good experience of marriage to you?
Yes, I think like I learned a lot from both of my parents being married. But my mother,
I'm asking her because she says she doesn't see the purpose in marriage. So that's why.
Because my parents been married. I'm 28, so they've been married probably for 30 years. And I mean, they're cool with each other, but it's not no, I love you. Oh, we'll sleep in the bed together now. So it's like, what's the point?
What do you mean though? Can you elaborate? Like, what do you mean? They don't speak?
They don't love each other?
They're cool. Like they're cool with each other. Sometimes they argue, sometimes they don't. But I mean, my dad provides the house and my mom cooks, not for him anymore, but for herself and for the kids. And he cooks for himself.
You gotta get out.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see that.
At a point, it's like, okay, we're together. That's why I'm like, that's why I don't really value marriage anymore.
For your mom, but she don't cook for him?
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
I didn't have that experience when I was younger. Like, I see my parents love each other. My parents work on the same job. Like, my parents met each other on the job. They both worked for the MTA.
But that's why I say that, because I was having a conversation with my brother the other day. He said, we was talking about how parents staying in relationships for the kids.
The kids.
And and I'm like, that shit is toxic in itself.
It's sad.
A 2-parent household works when them 2 parents is thriving. Like if y'all not thriving together, that's not a good representation of what they should be aiming for. You know what I mean? Because you grew up in a 2-parent household, which is good. But your parents don't seem like they you know what I mean? And now you over here talking about you don't see the value in marriage. So it's like it doesn't, like, a 2-parent household has to be a good 2-parent household, like for it to be effective, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think sometimes people get caught up on the idea of what a relationship's supposed to look like. Like they see it on TV. You know, there's real life and there's, reality TV. We love each other, but there's gonna be some times where we're not gonna agree with each other. There's gonna be some times I'm gonna need some space from your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people just like, oh, we gotta be on each other. You gotta be doing what I want you to do all day, 24/7, and you gotta be protecting, providing, and making me happy. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, even when he asks you guys this question, I still ain't hear like what the woman is doing. You get what I'm saying? Like I always get into a heated debate every time I'm on the show because I always hear women talk about what the guy is doing. Oh, yeah, he's providing for me, and then yeah, I'm doing the same. Like it's no elaboration when it comes to what a woman's supposed to do for a man, and that's why sometimes I get frustrated because I never hear it.
But didn't I just say I cook for my man, I clean for him, I do all that?
You didn't say that.
I did not say that. I did.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
He does a lot for me, so I do for him. And like I seen my mom do that too. But
yeah.
So my parents, like they've been married for 24 years. And I've seen them fight. I've seen them go through a lot of stuff, but I always see them try to work it out, not for the kids, but for themselves. Like they built a life with each other. They own houses with each other. They own cars with each other. So I see the value of marriage because I've seen how much they put in to each other.
You had a good representation of what loves in a family should look like. But I believe there's a lot of more broken families where, women hear from their mothers and fathers how much they don't need a man. I just seen a video recently where a father was like, let me show you how to change a tire so you won't need a man. And I'm like...
My mom taught me how to do that. My mother knows how to do that. My dad.
But that's not even the important part, though. You should still learn it. I don't think it's nothing wrong. But the part that he's teaching you so you wouldn't need a man is the problem. Fathers shouldn't tell their daughter that they don't need a man. It's not that you should... bow down or beg him for anything. But I want my daughter to find a man something similar to who I am as her father. You get what I'm saying? So we got to also push our children to love women, our boys to love women, and our young ladies to love a man.
But are men the same how they were back in the day? Because today I feel like men are very feminine today. Like, and they want
you to chase them.
I'm not chasing nobody. Shit, I don't even chase my liquor. So why am I chasing you?
You chased your liquor just now.
Because I don't want to get too drunk. But but she see me drink. I will drink out that bottle right now. But at the end of the day, like I'm not. You want me to chase you for what?
I think you guys take chase as just like putting in effort or putting in work as well. When like Ace always says is that men put in all the work in the beginning and women are getting courted, so they really don't have to do much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But look good. And then when we're in a relationship, we want more than you looking good.
Yeah, I think chase always looks like when women say that this sounds horrible, knowing that like most women are like you putting on your best fit, you making sure you look the most presentable. Like that's a form of like not chasing him, you're chasing him, but you're showing men that you're the most attractive or you have the best qualities or whatever. That is a form of attracting a man for him to actually come chase you. Like you get what I'm saying? So this whole purpose, and even if you don't chase men. Like women always complain. I always say women always complain about why do these athletes or whatever movie stars be dating these women or whatever the case is, because those women are chasing them. Like they know exactly where the fuck they are. They run into them.
Facts.
They knowing exactly where they know how to get them. Like you get what I'm saying?
They taking care of them.
And they're securing the men that most of these women is on these podcasts talking about that they want. Like y'all not chasing those men that y'all want. Y'all thinking fucking Amazon is gonna come and deliver that nigga to your front door. Like these other people are going out and seeking those men. Like you get what I'm saying?
And you know what they say when they go to college? They be like, oh, I'm in college to find a husband. I heard that on a podcast one day. A girl was like, what do you go to college for? She said, to find me a husband. And guess what she got? A guy that got drafted. Sure did.
Listen, man. Whereas
you probably chased them.
Whereas people in certain communities, our community, they go into college so they don't need a man. Like you know what I'm saying? So there's totally different outlooks on when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So, but just to go back to the topic,
you said what is the difference between a girlfriend and a wife?
Yeah, and I think that's my fault.
No.
I think what you said is probably the only thing outside of like divorce papers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the legal aspect, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a girlfriend, and I think that's why we, as much as we believe in marriage, like we are struggling to convey that to other men, because men are saying, well, why should I get married when my girlfriend is doing everything that a wife is already doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no incentive there outside of divorce papers, potentially, or just shared assets, you know, because that is important as well. That is how you transfer generational wealth, is by being married. Like, you know what I mean? I know people that's been married in relationships for like years, and then when that person passes away, they don't have access to the assets.
The bank will take your house. If you are not married to that woman, the bank will take your house. Letting you know right now. Your kids will not get that house. The bank will take it.
Yeah. So what were you saying before?
I was just saying that, you know, the difference between being a girlfriend and a wife, it's like when you're a girlfriend, you're more so getting to know that person, and you're showing them how much you love them, and then you're spending time with them. But then when you become a wife, you guys are kind of like investing into each other financially, and buying a house together, and making children with each other. So, but a lot of people don't set those boundaries when they are in just a relationship. They're now doing everything that people do when they're married. So then marriage becomes non-valuable. But I feel like we should bring back those boundaries. And also, when a woman is acting like a wife when they're a girlfriend, they're not letting that man chase and drive to want to wife her.
Can I say something? I've been engaged 3 times. Because I act like this right now. Because a man sees that, oh, she could cook, she knows how to take care of her business, and she's, you know, cleaning for me. I've been engaged 3 times.
I don't know if that sounds like a flex, like, because it's like you never been married. So
I haven't married.
Oh, you should have said that then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, engaged just sound like a man proposed to you, but then he realized maybe
no, but I realized
like,
I was the one who realized this is not it, because I was young. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta. I'm not gonna be a pick-me, but I learned from my mom, and she's been married for 24 years, and she has a lot to her. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot in other communities. They show their man who they are, so the man will marry them.
Right.
Like, if you're like in the Muslim community, they get married, and then, you know, they show their man who they are.
Yeah. I don't think, like you said, if a man is invested into you, I don't think you should withhold things from him, because then when he does marry you, you could either have that potential, or you could not have that potential, because he didn't see it in you. Like, so I think you should come with your best foot forward. Like, what do we ever tell men, like, don't give a woman husband material before she's your wife? Like, that don't even sound like,
you got to provide
what would that even include? Should we tell men, hey, don't provide for her fully because you're not her husband, or don't pay for this, don't pay for first dates because you're not her? Like, should we tell men that?
If the man's not doing what he's supposed to do, let me say this: if he does not do right by you, do not act like a wife to him.
What is right by you, though?
If he's treating you like shit, not giving you what you deserve as a woman, feeding into you as a woman, and making you feel like your self-esteem, like, bring your self-esteem low. You do not build his self-esteem. If you get what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So if the man's treating you like shit, like the cheating, or just not being there for you, like, if you're going through a lot and the man's just like brushing you off and stuff like that, why would I give you all of me?
That's common sense, though. Like,
right, but some...
that should be common. I would say, yeah. Like,
common sense isn't common.
It ain't. That is for sure. Like,
you don't give somebody all of you if you're not giving all of them. If they're not giving you all of them, you do not give them all of you. And that comes with marriage too.
Me personally, I think the difference is when you, all right, you know, people, they want to do things like buy houses and get joint accounts and stuff like that with their girlfriend. I don't think that's a girlfriend move. I mean, I think that's a wife move.
Absolutely not.
I don't think you should do anything that requires y'all putting both y'all names on anything with your girlfriend. I think that should be a wife thing. Also, I don't think you should be having babies with your girlfriend. I think that's a wife thing as well. I mean, I think like once, like we always say, marry before you carry.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, those are the two things that separate your girlfriend from your wife. Anything that requires it out to put both your names on it, and children.
Okay, Joe, what's your thoughts?
I think when a person is fully invested into what you think and care about, and you doing the same for them, I'm talking about simple stuff as like how you guys said, like where your money is going, how much money you got. We should be able to articulate that and communicate that with each other. It's just a business when it comes to marriage to me. Like, I think you can have a successful relationship without getting married. I believe I'm going to be married soon, but it requires a lot more because it's so much to lose on contracts, just like having business partners. You know what I'm saying? If one of you don't agree with something and the business go wrong, it could fuck up the whole thing. So contracts are for life, and you got to be careful. That's all I can tell you guys.
A couple of years ago on this podcast, I talked about how marriage license should have an expiration date. Now, motherfuckers is laughing at me, but now niggas is like, you know what?
I agree
you might
with
be on
that.
to something. I don't know, man. Give it a couple more years. It might. Listen, just know if that conversation comes up, y'all heard it here first. Like,
nigga, why don't you patent it?
You might need to. I was about to say you need to patent that motherfucker.
I don't know if you can patent that. Like, what the fuck?
Elon looking at this shit right now, like, oh, where?
I am about to chat GBT that.
Because when you're married with a person, it's you guys are thinking about forever. We live for almost 100 years.
Not the average person.
Not the average person, but
maybe like
you know what I'm saying.
75.
And it's like, you really think you finna be locked in with somebody forever until you die?
But I feel like you thinking about marriage, about love. Marriage is a business.
Mm-hmm.
I could love you for life and never marry you, but when I'm ready to marry you, it's because I want to have a real business with you. I want to put my money with you.
We are a business.
But everlasting though?
I trust you.
Yes, if I'm going to buy a house with you, a mortgage is 20-something years.
30-something.
30-something years. Marriage is a business.
House, yeah.
I could be in a relationship with my man and I love him. I love my man to death. But once we ready to get married, okay, we getting businesses together.
Mm-hmm.
We invest in each other. Love, like, in certain countries, you have to pay a dowry to marry the woman. Because marriage is a business.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship is about love. But marriage is a business.
I think marriage is a lot more than just about love. Like you say, like it's you got to see this person as a asset, not a liability. You know what I'm saying? So
and it just comes down to, like, one of the big things about marriage is to have the option to pass down generational wealth. Like, dowry is, so you could pass to their family. You give that money to their family, the bride's family, and so they could help build some type of generational wealth or whatever the case is. I think there's a sense of love in there, but there's also a sense of duty as far as the marriage too. This is what when you said about them not necessarily being happy, and that is understandable. Yeah. But sometimes, that household, as long as it's not super toxic, it's still more conducive to a successful child and their upbringing than a single-parented household or whatever the case is.
There's something that they have that you can have that is similar to marriage, but it's not marriage. I don't know what it's called.
Partnership.
Okay, yeah. That's what a lot of people are doing now, too.
Because they love each other. That's why.
Okay.
What's the difference between that and marriage?
Because I could love you, but you may not be good enough for me to marry you. Like, why would I marry somebody and I don't see no future with you? Like, I could love you. I could be in love with you, but if I don't see no future with you,
I think you also get the rights. If God forbid, if something happened, I think you still get all of
the rights except for like certain rights, but like not all of the rights. Like, I'm not gonna, if I could be in love with you, but if you're not giving anything, like, and I don't see no potential in you, I cannot marry you. But I could love you. I've loved a lot of people, but I don't see myself marrying them because you don't want to progress in your life.
I just feel like things are never ever lasting. So I just feel no purpose of the marriage, because if you're thinking about the business, but you're not going to be with that person forever. So that business, that whatever you guys have, is not going to be forever. So what's the point of getting
What business do you start that you wouldn't want to last forever?
I mean, I would have my own personal business. Yes, I would want it to last forever. But if I'm having it with somebody and I'm not going to like that person after 5 years, why am I
I think that mentality hold us back. Like, I think that mindset is preventing us.
Mindset. It's gonna fail regardless. Like, why should I get back? Like, I think you got to look at marriage and be like, you know, like you got to look at the role models of people that actually have done it successfully and model yourself and your marriage after those people and stop worrying. I know it's easy to see the divorce statistics and be like, damn, the majority of marriages end up in divorce, and you know, that is statistically true. But you should want to be, as a person, you know, look and vet somebody that you know is in this for the long haul, like, and understand that marriages is going to have its ups and downs, but the ultimate goal is, you know, the generational wealth, the happiness, and the success of the overall family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
and love don't pay the bills. I could love you for life, but if my bills is not paid, why am I marrying you? You can't help. You can't raise a child off of just love. You have to feed them. You got to clothe them. You got to put them in a house. Love don't pay the bills.
Yeah, you can't have those investments without getting married.
Love don't pay the bills though. Like, I'm not marrying.
No. What I'm saying is you can have that, but I don't think we have enough examples. And to me, I don't think we have enough examples of productive co-parenting. We have way more examples of productive, healthy marriages working in society because our society have been built on family structure and a nuclear family. I don't think we got enough data and statistics to show that, or we haven't built up a system to show that co-parenting can work and be as productive as a marriage. Like, that's why I still believe in marriage. Like, you know what I mean? So,
but I love the idea of marriage have an expiration date. Because I guess because of my pessimistic mindset. Because I don't
when this shit about to expire, man.
I think of marriage as a friendship. You think you're best friends with somebody, you're like, that person's gonna be my best friend forever. And then one day they betray you.
That's the difference between women, because y'all friendships don't last as long as friendships do. Like, y'all friendships be on the expiration date. That's a fact. And the expiration date is Miami or your birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or it don't even be betrayal.
Or the bitch fuck your nigga.
Or you just grow apart
without you.
Or
you could just grow past.
You could just grow apart, and that a lot of times happens in a relationship. So I'm just thinking, I feel like you got to be delusional to be married. Like, you got to be like,
you talk
that person, like, oh yeah, we're going to be together forever. We're going to have this business forever.
I don't think that. Like,
I'm very real.
But you understand that marriage is something you're supposed to do once in your lifetime. Supposed to. So this person is supposed to be better than every nigga you talking about right now, because clearly they ain't last longer than 3 years or whatever. So you clearly haven't met that person yet, so that's why you don't see it. But hopefully, if you do meet that person,
it's not even like with me. It's me seeing everybody.
I mean, people get married for the wrong reasons sometimes. You know what I mean?
Listen, we do got to get to. We've been on this.
Yeah, we've been on this shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let us know if y'all agree or disagree. Hit that like button if y'all didn't already hit the like button. Subscribe if y'all didn't already subscribe. Let me get to this next topic, right?
Can we do baddie shot clock real quick? I'm sorry.
This ain't the bad girls club, like, you know what I'm saying?
We can do daily wrap up shot o'clock.
Okay, daily wrap up shot o'clock.
Yeah, I got 1 minute. Like, that's it. Like,
start the clock. Pull me up too.
Yeah, they want to be a baddie, like, you know what I'm saying? All right, now that y'all situated. Okay, all right. So
who had on the show that said they wanted to? Wasn't it Drew that said he was a baddie or some shit one time? I'll get to the next question.
We gonna get to that. Like, listen, why is it socially acceptable for women to explore sexuality without judgment, while men often face criticism for doing the same?
That's never been. Never. Men, nobody cares what a man does. Y'all could fuck a million bitches. Like, who gives a fuck?
No.
But it's the other way around.
Talking about when it comes. What do you mean?
Oh, that.
Sex,
Sexuality,
like the shit that you into, like looking at other girls and stuff like that.
I don't care.
No, I know you don't. I know it's acceptable.
I don't date a man who wants to have sex with another man.
I don't. Yeah, me.
But if you want to do that, go ahead, baby.
I don't care what you do. I'm very big. Listen, you fluid, bitch. We not gonna be together, but you fluid. You're my bestie, but we cannot be together. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting at. Why is there so much judgment when a man wants to? Because the thing we hear from women all the time when they want to explore, when they want to eat other women's coochies, is that sexuality is a spectrum. Sexuality is fluid. Like, when it comes to them, but then when a man partakes to or explore his sexuality, he gets judged by the very same women who says they want men to be more open or more sexual, like explore sexuality, but y'all be the same ones criticizing and judging.
So here's the thing. So let me ask you a question. When you see a woman eat another woman's pussy, do you think of it as a masculine act?
No.
Right. You think of it as a feminine act. You think that is sexy. Mm-hmm. If I see a nigga that I'm fucking with fucking another nigga, I'm thinking of him in a feminine way, like you being feminine. And for me, I want my man to be masculine. If you see a nigga fucking another nigga,
I don't know, like I'm like
I think that's like a feminine act. I'm thinking like, or a guy getting fucked by the same difference, swap, switch. I'm thinking of you in a woman way.
If he's smashing a dude, wouldn't that be masculine? Just like he's smashing you?
That hurts though. Ain't no hurt.
Now look, moving the goalposts.
So like, if you getting fucked, I'm sorry, you masculine as fuck, because that shit hurt. I strong.
I think strong. If you're a man and you want to mess around with another man, I think of you in a feminine way. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you're top or bottom. I think of you now in a feminine way. And for me, I want my man to be masculine. Mm-hmm. I want him to be strong and want to carry.
What if he masculine and he's strong, but he fuck niggas?
It's just not for me. I still gonna think of you as in a feminine way.
I don't know how to answer this question.
Well, y'all just said that men just voicing themselves as feminine. So what's the difference between
whoever said that?
Y'all said, oh, niggas is needy. They want people to chase them. They so feminine. That's what y'all said earlier.
Yeah, and those type of niggas that want to get chased, I don't find them attractive either. I don't want to be with them because I'm not chasing you. I'm the woman. You chase me.
I'm the prize.
Bruh.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know why you said that, but like I think a lot of times a lot of women think they're the prize, they not, and then a lot of women think they're worth being chased and they really not. But just to go back to the topic again, I think we often criticize men for exploring their sexuality, just like how you did, like, you know what I'm saying. When I do want to give some numbers here real quick, right? It says in the U.S., this is I love data and statistics. So. Mm-hmm. In the U.S., 61 of the Black LGBT adults are women. Like, so 61 of the women in the LGBT is Black women. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a coincidence. While it says 56 of non-Black women in the LGBT.
Percentage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why though.
Again, and it says about 18% of young Black women adult identify as lesbian or bisexual. That's over twice the rates of white women and other racial ethnic groups. So, you know what I mean? So I want to know why, like, again, in our community specifically, it seems like women, which is why we always joke on this show about, women, a lot of women eating each other's coochies because y'all do be eating each other's coochie. Y'all besties, y'all be rubbing on each other's titties, feeling each other's coochie and shit like that.
I think women are...
And I think a lot of that is when we go back to women always talking about, oh, a man is down low, man, he hanging out with his homeboys, he must be gay. I think a lot of that is projection because a lot of y'all, when y'all with y'all homegirls, y'all probably do some gay shit. So now y'all want to project it onto men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had a DL boyfriend before.
Yeah, all women just justify their bullshit. They had.
No, I really did. Like, when I found out, I was like, wow. Like, it's just like, and I feel like, you know what? Maybe if we don't criticize, men will be so open and be like, listen, this is what I like. So it won't be such a surprise, and I wouldn't feel no type of way.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, like, say if I'm sucking dick and I ended up getting to your gooch and I get it to your ass. Like, okay, I'm not thinking like, oh, this nigga gay as fuck. I'm like, that's how he like, I'm just turning him on.
Okay.
The real G-spot isn't their ass, though.
Only women ever say that, bro. Like, I've never.
So it's not in their ass?
Huh? Only women have ever said that. Like, and how would you know? Like, who would you heard that from? Another woman, right?
You just look so innocent.
If anything, he does the ass eating in his relationship.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
oh, my fault, bro. I was trying to defend you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Never,
you don't respect my brother.
And why you laughing? You got your ass ate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Oh, you like that?
I know, I can tell.
Oh, shit. Oh, you like that? Oh, you like that? Listen.
No, I don't. No.
That's crazy.
No, you don't what?
I don't like getting my ass ate. No.
But you had it done before?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, it happened.
I've done it. I've ate a man's ass before.
It happened the same way she was talking about it just now. That
yeah, like
ironically.
It was
when it feels so good, you kind of just like you don't really think about like, oh my god.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. She got there, and I was like, "Whoa, what you doing?"
But did you let her keep doing it?
I definitely
no.
You
don't have to spread no cheeks.
I never said.
You don't have to spread cheeks. They're just laying on their
right
back.
there. You're laying back a little bit.
Thank you.
It happens.
That's not what happened. It's not what happened. She went someplace she was.
But that's your ego coming in.
No, it's not my ego.
Because you know that shit felt good.
No, it did not.
It didn't feel good?
No, it felt like
she wasn't doing it right.
Bruh.
She wasn't doing it right.
You think you could do better?
Oh.
Lord.
What's up, my boy?
Oh, shit.
Please.
Yeah, I want to go into the next room real quick, like to see if you know what I mean. Like,
wait. I just had to finish my shot. That's crazy.
That Don got her. You know what wow. Got her.
Shit got real, literally.
I need to grow up. Man.
At the end of the day, like, I don't feel like a man is gay if he gets his ass ate. If a woman,
I never said.
I think it's like a pick or choose a certain. At least for every woman is different. But for me, there's certain things that I'll be like, all right, he's kind of feminine. I'm not really fucking with that. And then there's certain things that I'm like, all right, well, you know.
So let me give you.
I don't think it's gay.
For example, like
unless it depends on the position you're doing it in. Though.
So like if you're on your hands and knees.
That's
that's kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Let me ask you a question, right? We watched Insecure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Molly on the show, the woman was very open about what she did in college with another woman. Mm-hmm. So she stood and she was on a date with a guy. So she asked him, what's the craziest thing you ever done in college?
Oh yeah,
he was like that he had got head from a guy only once. But he said, he said
he gave the nigga head.
No. He received it. He said he
received it.
Yeah. I just recently watched it.
Okay.
So like he just did it once and he decided he didn't like doing it. Yeah. Okay, well he just explored that.
Okay, what was your thoughts?
He was in college. Shit, we was doing crazy shit.
We already established that you a little open to things. I mean,
I would say, oh okay, and then like hope he don't tell me about it again.
What'd you look at him different?
Like, hope he don't tell me about another situation. If he tell me about another situation that happened with another guy, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you like men. And I don't want to be with you.
Wasn't there a singer that said he sucked dick twice and then decided the second time he didn't like it?
Tank.
Okay, yeah.
Tank said
no.
Tank did say that.
He didn't say he did it. He said if you do it, then
I thought he said he did it. And I was like,
oh, okay.
I sent you the video the other day.
I know what you're talking about. I know he was on Angela Yee shit.
What the fuck is going on? Y'all niggas sending each other videos about niggas sucking dick?
Bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I want to say, like, I don't judge. If a man wants to...
You don't judge.
I don't care.
If he wants to do
just be my man.
If he wants to do what he wants to do, go ahead, go have fun. Like, get lit. I'll root you on. I'll be at the gay clubs turning up, like, cool. But then when it comes to being my man... I would like him. You start
judging.
Y'all really don't respect a guy if he was to open up to you guys. You see how you guys are like degrading him, but just like, yeah, we support you.
No,
y'all halfway in it.
It's a form of gaslighting because y'all do this with men's emotions and feelings as well. Y'all tell men this is a safe space to be vulnerable and emotional. And then when the moment he's vulnerable and emotional, that nigga sassy, that nigga this. Y'all do the same thing with men. Oh, y'all should be more open to y'all sexuality than when they do this shit. That nigga, yeah, I ain't never been with the nigga. Y'all gaslight men into this shit and then y'all judge them. Like, that's the crazy part. Like,
but here's the thing. Now, when it comes to not even a sexual part, but when it comes to emotions, if a man cries in front of me, I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, he's a human being. I'm a human being. Everybody feels something. If you're upset about something, it's okay to cry. I'm not going to say this bitch ass, sassy ass nigga's crying.
Until you get
you mad.
Like until you get you mad.
No, not even that, I swear. I have a good heart. And I really feel like it's okay for a person to have emotions, especially a man. Like, you're human, bro. And from that, I don't judge. But that's why I said it's a pick or choose kind of thing. At least
so how is he human when it comes to expressing his emotions? But when it comes to exploring his sexuality, then he's not human all of a sudden?
I just cannot picture my man just getting fucked by a man. I just can't picture it. I'm sorry. Like, I love the LGBTQ community, but if I just cannot picture my man doing that. Like, first of all, it just... I don't even believe in like I feel like a threesome with two men is a train.
I
agree.
So like so he be like, oh, have my homeboy, let's have a threesome with my homeboy. Like you fucking.
But a lot of women, when we have conversation with, a lot of women do secretly admit that they want to be penetrated by two men.
I definitely. Oh my God, no, that's a lot. That's a lot of dick.
I do.
I can't. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So them niggas ain't gay?
I be watching a double penetration porn.
But I'm saying,
she just fucked me up just now. Let me see
but
my last.
Would that make them gay?
Fucked me up. Like what?
Would that make them gay? The two dudes smashing you?
No.
But like I feel like, you know what just fucks me up too? Remember like niggas be having trains on one bitch? Like
I'm the
y'all just like putting mad dicks in one bitch and y'all touching each other's nut. Like that's weird to me.
You talking about gangbang?
Yeah, like that's just weird to me. That's a lot.
Much.
There's a lot of dicks in one room. Like, oh my God, like
Y'all getting slapped with that shit.
That's just scaring me. Like, oh my God, I'm having an emotional reaction right now. That's a lot. Like, no.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Bella ring.
No, but you know what? I think about like 4, right? 4. When I used to watch Black Ink, he was my crush. Like he was my Black Ink.
Oh, I thought you were saying 4 dicks. I ain't gonna hold you. Like she said 4. I'm like, huh?
No,
was gay?
4.
But wait, pause. Hold on. You said you were thinking about 4 dicks.
No, I thought she said 4 dicks.
Nah, go run the tape back.
Run it back. Run it back.
Yo, run it.
Hey, yo.
Nah, but he used to be my Black Ink crush, but then after, he got exposed for like, not exposed, he exposed himself. Like he like to put dick in his ass and like,
what?
He said he like to get pegged.
Dildo.
Oh, okay.
Get pegged from women and shit like that, right? Everything is from women. There was no men
I
involved.
don't think he's gay.
But he's not gay. He like women. He just is very openly sexual.
That's his king.
But me,
so you like
I wouldn't date him.
You like a penis-shaped
I wouldn't
object
date him now.
in your rear, but you're not. Okay, all right.
Okay, but that's his.
But would it matter if it was that or if it was anything? Would you still have that same reaction?
But it's shaped.
I'm just asking you, if it was anything and it went in him, would you still have that same reaction?
Is it still penis-shaped?
It could be anything. Like,
is it penis-shaped?
It could be a drumstick or some shit. I don't know. Like,
yo, if it's penis-shaped and you like it in your rear, I think that's sus.
He's not
openly sexual.
I love that for him.
I'm happy for him. He's happy.
Who?
4.
Oh, 4? Okay.
yeah.
The male.
My thing is like
the male
G
spot is in their ass.
Girl, y'all don't know this.
Anatomy.
Like, you know what I'm saying, like, listen, I only brought this up just because, just the double standard. I just wanted to hear y'all be homophobic, like, for like 5 minutes.
First of all,
Black women are the most homophobic, but y'all, listen, that's another conversation, man. Like,
how though?
Listen, that's another conversation. Like, we could get into that, but
I have a gay friend.
That's like you saying like that's a white person saying like, oh, I got a black friend.
Yeah,
that's like, exactly equivalent.
I listen.
Yeah, let me.
I'm sorry, friend, but that's so crazy.
That shit is true.
What?
The male G spot is in your butt.
And did you look it up? Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was right.
It don't change nothing though.
It don't change nothing. Like,
and I bet you guys will nut real hard if a bitch put their finger this much.
You said the question was what?
Let me get to this next topic because this shit got.
Wait, hold on. I want to say something about that topic though.
Oh, okay, well, my fault.
But repeat the question one more time. Right?
About the topic?
Yeah.
Why is there a double standard? Why is it socially accepted for women to explore sexuality without judgment, but not men?
I think that when both men and women agree on something, that's when it becomes like a stigma. You know what I mean? And I think that both men and women agree that a man with another man is not a socially accepted thing. Like both men and women would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Just like they would agree that women like touching women, and men like looking at women touching women. You know what I'm saying? Men don't like seeing men touch men, and women also don't like seeing men touch men. So I think when they both agree on it, that's when it becomes a stigma, and that's why it's not socially accepted. That's my take on it.
I like that. Yeah, I like how you did that.
It's socially accepted for a man to cheat, but when it comes to a woman, a man will never take a woman back for cheating.
And both men and women agree.
No. That's not socially accepted. That's just one being dumb and taking a nigga back after he cheated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, men, we just not dumb enough to take. Most men just ain't dumb enough to take y'all back. Like that's not a social thing. That's just a dumb thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Agree if a man cheats on a woman, she should not take him back.
Yeah.
Because even if a man,
you should never take anybody back if they cheat on you.
I'll change.
Fuck that.
Don't take him back.
I can't. Whatever men or women do, I can't change their behavior. Now, what I can critique at least is you taking them back or rewarding them for that behavior. If you're going back to the nigga after he cheated, or you going back to that woman after she cheated, that's on you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If you're going back too easily, like if it's just like, I'm sorry, babe, and you don't it's like you really don't give a fuck.
The reason I think that is different is because a man can cheat without feelings. You know what I mean? Well, they say women can do that now.
But they damn sure could.
Oh my God. I mean,
but
if you keep going back to the same pussy, obviously you sometimes invest.
If you spend money on the bitch, that's where you lost me.
Wrong.
That's where you lost me.
A lot of these niggas got somebody else's money, so it wouldn't matter. And why wouldn't I keep fucking the? Why would I stop fucking the pussy that I got easy access to? It's pussy.
You do got a point. That is true.
Well, just to let you know, women can do the same. And men don't believe it. Men don't want to hear it. Men don't want to believe it. But we can do the same thing, too. We can have sex with a guy and not be emotional.
The problem is when women say it is, they can't please their man at home, but they got the time and energy to go fuck another nigga. You get what I'm saying?
But sometimes a man can't please a woman at home.
Huh?
Sometimes a man can't please a woman at home.
You might be right.
You know what? There's certain aspects of other people that you may like in other people. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I mean right there. And y'all seeing aspects.
But cheating is trash.
But y'all have the power of cheating is greater for y'all because it's so easy for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could just pick a nigga and be like, yo, come fuck me. He'll fuck you. No. We actually have to go out and work for that.
It's different now.
What you mean?
Women like to fuck.
Yeah, but you still can't.
It is easy for a man to fuck.
You still gotta. You still gotta have some kind of motion, bro. You can't just go out on the stream like, yo.
The average man doesn't have the access to women like the average woman has the access.
A nigga could walk like you see a nigga. You see me. A nigga walk up to me and be like, "You're mad." I be like, "Get the fuck out my face, bro."
My ex cheated on me with 20 bitches. Bro.
Because at the end of the day, they were easy. Them bitches was throwing their pussies out. But you don't think he had to go up
But who's easier? The person that stayed and let them fuck 20 other people and still come back home to you?
No.
That person is easier.
That's about love. I feel like
that ain't love. That's idiotic.
Listen, if a man cheat on me, he know either you gotta pay to come back.
I'm
to
just
my
saying,
motherfucking life.
Men think that it's harder for a man to cheat than it is for a woman. No, it's not. It's equal now.
No, you can't compare one man to every nigga probably don't got the same riz or motion that your ex had. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, it's not the same. Dating apps prove that it's not the same. Because niggas are struggling to get swipes where women got unlimited swipes in their fucking DMs. You know what I'm saying?
And stats prove that women cheat more than men.
How?
I mean,
that's what the stats prove. What you mean?
Data does show that. And women always say, we just better at, what they say, they better at cheating than men.
If they was better at, men cheat more. I don't care.
You going against the stats for your feelings?
I feel like my thing is I guess women I feel like have more sexual discipline. That's what I call it. Or
what? We just said they cheat more. How y'all got more sexual discipline?
Because men don't admit that they
niggas
cheat.
that we want, right?
No, women don't admit.
Just fucking anything.
But if the stats
the bitch could be ugly as fuck.
That means they did a survey and the bitches was like, yes, I was cheating. Yes, I was cheating. And the men was like, no, I don't cheat on my bitch. That was
you really think that's how it went?
How else would it go?
You ever watch Maury?
I think it was an anonymous.
Maury's mad funny.
It was an anonymous survey.
It was.
So what incentive do they have to lie?
God damn.
I think women want to perpetuate that stereotype that men cheat because it keeps them at this perpetual victimhood, at all times. Mm-hmm. Oh, man cheated, a man this, that, and the third. So they don't want to have that narrative flipped because now they don't get to play the victim as much. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we gotta get the fuck about it. We appreciate y'all for being here.
We do.
Yeah, we do gotta get about it. Let them know where they can follow you at.
He Screams Dior. He Screams Dior on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. It could be a he or she in your case. You know what I'm saying?
I think black women are beautiful. I love black women.
Okay. What about it, Becky?
I love black women.
All right, shout out to you. You get
She acting like Umar watching.
I love Dr. Umar. He's so funny.
Again, let them know where they can follow you.
And my Instagram is Dakota Joy Scott with 2 T's.
Where you get Dakota from?
It's a long story. Y'all want to hear it?
After this.
Yeah, after this. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all agree or disagree, let us know down below in the comments. Hit that subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hit that like button. Cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co. And listen to the podcast audio every Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., man. Appreciate y'all.
Wake up and listen to that shit.
Support Black business. Just like saying that.